Hi team, I want to thank you for attending our first meeting for a while. I really want to do more of these meetings as I think it's important that we get to a chance to talk together, to meet together, because to make this a great restaurant. Somewhere we're proud to work with, somewhere we're proud to work, and somewhere we can learn something new every day. I know we have the daily service meeting catch-up, but that is so focused on the basics like the daily bookings, specials and all that sort of thing that I just want to spend some time thinking about what is going to take to make this restaurant the best restaurant and how we can go from good to great. We may not get the fat duck level overnight or a Michelin star, that's okay, but we can all work together to contribute to being one of the best restaurants in town and somewhere we're all proud to work. So let me set the scene. There are two things I want to cover today. There are some concerns that have been raised with me that we need a chance to air and discuss. There are some new policies and procedures and I want to put in place to address these concerns. It's an opportunity to do something different in the next few weeks, which has a chance to make us very busy for a day, with more importantly happy customers and the potential for a lot of repeat business, which is what we want. The last one is very, very exciting. It's all about great service, happy customers and great business and repeat business. The key ingredients to any successful restaurant. We all know that one happy customer comes back, two happy customers come back again with friends. The team delivers great service frequently, but this new opportunity is about maintaining very high service standards and managing the volume of business higher than we're used to. We all need to learn new tricks to pull this off. So enough from me. Any questions? Sally, that's absolutely on the list and we will cover that. Sally said, it all sounds very exciting, but what is on top of my mind or her mind is, do we need newer software for the bills, for the tills? Thank you for the encouragement, Bernardina. You're saying that we work in a best restaurant and we want to work in a great place, so lead on. So let's talk about these meetings and some new policies and procedures. Firstly, to pick up on Sally's point, we'll be bringing the technicians and updating the till, so that will really please you, Carly. I know that it's taken longer than expected to get this for the top of the list, but it's underway now. And I have to say I'm expecting this new technology to help improve the hands-off and ordering we have between John the barman and Carly the cashier, Bernadine the barista and the waiting team. If we can take some of the frustration out around handwritten ordering and verbal orders, that would be really good. And I understand that that's a problem. Secondly, to make sure we are focused on future improvements more responsibly and keeping me honest, I'm going to introduce an innovations policy. We're going to do two things. Each month we're going to sit down like this and discuss what we need to change. It'll be a policy, a process, a menu, a way of working, whatever we think is good. We're then going to take the list and subject costs and feasibility, and we will try to do as many as we can. Until we have a better name for it, I'm going to suggest we call it the innovations list. The second policy stems from what I'm very aware of, keeping this innovation list active and alive. We're going to need some ideas, and for that each month we're going to draw one name out of the hat, and I'm going to send that person off to the restaurant nearby at my expense to see what they do and what they have to offer. I'll pay for you and a partner or a significant other, but there's one condition: you must report back to the whole team about what you've learned, what they've done well, what they do, what was the environment like, how engaging with the staff, and so on. We'll also give you a list of questions to come back and report on what you've learned. This is my way of thanking you for your service and recognising that we all work long and sometimes tough hours in hospitality, and sometimes we should thank our partners as well. Any questions on these two? That's a great question, Sally. I have a policy document and I'm going to ask you to keep track of it. As I see, we draw up a roster, everyone is on the list, and we work our way from the top to the bottom. So yes, I should clarify, we draw the initial list order from the hat and work our way down the list. So everyone will get a turn. This new policy is going to be I'm going to call it our competitor watch policy. Okay, so the new opportunity, what is it? In a few weeks' time, we will have the Silver Ocean docking in the town and we'll have a full restaurant for the day. In fact, it will be so full, there'll be 20% above our normal sitting. Draw a deep breath on that one. Yes, it is a good point, Laura. And yes, the new system will be hard to handle, it should be here by then. Do you have something in mind? I think that it might actually be a good move, Laura. I've had thought about extra terminals outside and upstairs, but you're right. If we don't swap them for our iPads, as we have Wi-Fi here, let's ask Sally to put that in our first entry of our innovations list. That's a really good point. Moving back to the Silver Ocean, I can see that some concerned looks around the room, and I understand the resistance about the extra 20% serving. The only way I can see it working in a buffet service is a buffet service, and I'm going to need the experts, you guys, to work out how it's going to work on the day. We do not want to sacrifice service, and this is going to be such a big day. I've drafted a work plan, and I need you to take it away. Have a think about it and help make it perfect. This is such a big day for us, so we'll put on repeat business is going to be substantial. That brings me to my third policy. We are going to introduce a new service charge for the day, and it's going to be shared on top of any other tips that we receive. I know this is going to be a business day, so I want to make sure we recognise the effort we put in and share the spoils on the day. I'm calling this the cruise boat service charge and tips policy. Any questions? I've thought about drinks, Sally, thank you. I'm thinking we charge for drinks on the top of our buffet, so the waiting team will still be taking drinks order on the day, hopefully through our new iPads. At this point, Camille, I'm proposing that we use a full drinks menu. My experience is limited drinks is that someone always has to ask for an exception, and if we refuse, they have a bad day and our reputation is harmed before we even finish the service. So it'll be a full drink service. Thank you, Camille. I think that, yes, the full drink service is spot on. Okay, I think you're getting a lot of smiles and nods. We have no more questions at this point, so let me summarise. The new technology is on its way. We have 3 new policies and procedures to look at: innovation policy, cruise boat policy, charge and tips policy, and competitor watch policy, all quite interesting policies. We also have 1 new work plan to look at for the Silver Ocean, which I emphasise again that I want you all to give it a good looking over so it's not set in stone and that you know that it will make a better buffet service work. I also have to go and look at iPads for ordering, so let's circle around in a couple of days. Thank you.